the Australian Formula One podcast. I'm Max and I'm joined by Pep as usual. Today we're going to do a short video on answering a question from one of our subscribers, F1 Russ. Thank you, mate, for submitting this. Pep, the question is that F1 Russ has posed is the dumbing down of Formula One, trying to make things last longer so they cost less to teams and the sport as a whole. What are your thoughts, mate, on the dumbing down of Formula One?
Well, I think that I don't really want F1 to be like A1GP. I think you said that as well, mate. Or any kind of formula like champ cars where the cars are identical. I think that one of the things about Formula One that makes it so exciting and so attractive is that each team builds their cars and they've got a set of regulations that they follow. But it's a real battle of technology as well as motorsport. So I'd hate to see the F1 get to the point, Max, where cars are very, very similar. We've already got control tyres and they're talking about ECUs and other things being controlled, but I'd still like to see teams be able to create F1 cars, using their engineering skill and have the technology side of the sport.
Yeah, totally agree. I don't think anyone really appreciate standardisation across the board for all teams. I mean, Formula One to me was always about the best engineers doing the best job. Tell them they can't do something and watch them do it. And Formula One's always been the cutting edge of motorsport. And once again, I don't think anyone would really appreciate stripping that away from the best teams and the teams with, okay, admittedly, some teams have a bigger budget than others. I mean, that's a given in Formula One, as it is in life. But it'd be a pity. I mean, we've had a lot of things that have been banned. I remember McLaren tried to use beryllium in a gearbox many years ago.
Yep.
But exotic material, that's banned. Okay, fine. Not everyone could have afforded that, admittedly. But to me, that's the engineers thinking outside the square and thinking, wow, we can use this exotic material to do something. And mate, we've now got, as we've just been through this year, the two engine rule, I should say.
Yeah.
And
making all the components last longer.
Yeah, and in 2008 we've got gearboxes that have to last 4 races under the auspices of making racing cheaper, I guess. But I think what the FIA, the point that they've missed, and in particular Max Mosley, is the cost of actually dumbing down Formula One. In most cases, a lot of the changes or the standards that are introduced actually cost teams a lot more money. I mean, do you honestly believe that the 2-engine rule made Formula One racing any cheaper?
Yeah.
I mean, they had to re-engineer these engines, the engine blocks and all the componentry.
They had to start again, basically.
To last too, and they're going to have to do the same thing with the 4-race gearbox. It had to be re-engineered. These things cost money.
Yeah, I mean, there could be savings in the long run. If you can't develop a car for a number of months, then you're not going to spend money developing it every single week. But still,
I think it's a load of shit to turn around and say that we're going to, try and reduce the costs in Formula One. I think a lot of the suggestions that have been made, and in some cases, some of the things that have been implemented, don't necessarily, in the long run, equate to a cheaper cost.
Yeah, and we've said many times, mate, over the years we've had many conversations saying that if you have a budget of $500 million or $800 million or whatever, you will spend it. And if you can increase your budget by $100 million, then you'll spend that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, these teams, as Ron Dennis said, operate on no debt. Every year they just raise the money and build and spend the money. Yeah. And so the money's always going to be spent, regardless of whether it's spent on gearboxes or chassis or whatever.
And the development thereof and the R&D thereof and all that sort of thing. I mean, it's just presenting the engineers with a different challenge, in my opinion, and that costs money to get that extra tenth or that extra 2/10 or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It costs money, but with F1 Russ, I agree that I don't want to see Formula One get to the stage or the extent whereby a majority of the componentry on the cars is similar or is standard. I mean, we're going to standard ECUs this year. I don't want it to
No.
to fall into that trap.
No, neither do I, mate. I mean, it just takes away from Formula One, so I agree. I agree 100%.
Guys, let us know what you all think. If you think we're wrong, please let us know. If you think we're right, congratulate us effusively. Yeah, we'd like your opinions on this subject, and we'd like to thank F1 Russ for submitting.
Yeah, thanks very much, Russ. He's been emailing us, and he regularly comments on the videos as well. So thanks very much, mate.
And to all you guys that do as well, thank you kindly.
Yeah, and we'll be doing more videos like this. Where if anyone's got any suggestions during the off season, we'll definitely try and do a video about it.
Yeah, let us know how. Let us know your thoughts, guys.
Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All right, stay tuned for some laps of Suzuka.
Oh, Suzuka.
All right, guys.
Pressure's on, mate.
Oh, it's on. The heat's on. All right, guys. See you.
Bye.
Bye.